Yeah, man. I hear a C4 right now.
Scratch, wrench, scratch,
everybody. Hey, just to let you know, man, we damn, man, where we at, man? We in Singapore?
We're in Singapore.
Oh shit, we at Koflow studio right now. I'm like actually officially the first one to enter this spot, you know, but I don't want to bore you with like traditional question and answer. We gotta get right down to it, especially for the advanced scratcher. I find it myself. I create run-on sentences with, you know what I'm saying, with my scratching. I don't know if it's just to show off or maybe I'm intimidated by this guy. You know?
Why?
But we've been friends for a long time, man. What is it, man? Like,
I know Eddie since like 2004, just right after I won my DMC, and then he brought me over to the States in 2005. I had a great time. I remember performing with Tico, Selsky, I don't know, J Storm, a bunch of other people as well, and that was a opportunity that I really gladly appreciate, because it's my first time in the States and I got to see so many things, and I just grew from there. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man, shit, man, you know, for real, man. But anyways, man, that was like that was a battle I brought you to on that one.
Yeah, and then I realized how shit I was, and I gotta go home and do more homework. Yeah, because like you know, like I just won the DMC in Singapore, and to be honest, winning a DMC in Singapore, the standard wasn't as high as how the States are back then. I managed to win it within 2 years, but then again, if I was in the States, I would probably never win it. And then and when I went over and watched some college battle, and then I remember being super impressed by Mr. B, because he was super musical, and he was like super on point, and that's where I learned. I was like, actually, I don't need to be technical. I just have to be musical and on point, and that's where kind of like make me want to be more funkier than being technical, I suppose, you know. And then it completely changed me, and that was a trip that was super eye-opening. Yeah.
Shit, man, yeah, actually, that was quite a legendary trip, man. Everything happened so quick, man. We like, peace out to Rob M1 over there, you know what I'm saying, over at M1 promo for bringing down Shadow and Apollo and stuff.
Oh yeah. I remember going to Def Jam meet and greet. I think it was a band. It was for a band called Black Butterflies. I think their record didn't really sell too well, but because of the meet and greet, I got to meet a lot of my heroes. I got to meet like Shadow. I got to meet Apollo, and then and then it was my first time going to Milk Bar. Of course, I knew Shortcut from then, and yeah, shit, it was a party. It was a great time.
Yeah, actually, for the Bay, man, you became part of the culture, you know what I'm saying, during that period of time, whether y'all know it or not. You know,
just absorbing. I was just absorbing. I was like a sponge. I was young, and I was like picking up a lot of good stuff, you know.
But now my man is like, you know, it's quite a few years now, but he's excelled in a lot of things, and we're still friends. So now let's get to the point on the scratching. Okay, we're talking about run-on sentences and scratching and overlapping beats and being non-musical. You know, I'm a culprit of that. I think my man Koflow got something to say about like run-on sentences, scratching, and that sort of thing.
I think we just had a conversation about it, and a lot of time when you look at rappers, they have their build-up, and then they have the cadence, and then they do their punchlines. And that's what scratching is about too, you know. When we replicate that, we want to get to the punchline, and the punchline should end on the last bar. Like it should never exceed, right? So I think a lot of scratches, they tend to overdo it. They tend to write over the bars, right? And I wouldn't say necessarily it's a bad thing in a cypher, but if you want to make sense in a show, you have to understand there's a lot of laymen who don't understand scratching, and this is the only way to make them appreciate scratching. And by doing that, it's to create baby steps, to create basic stuff and basic rhythmic patterns, building up to your punch point. And punch point could be super technical for like 8 counts or 4 counts, and that's all you need. You don't really need to go for a 16 count like technical scratch. I don't think that kind of like defeats the purpose.
Yeah, you just had a new album come out?
Coming out in July 21st, I suppose. That's the tentative date. And you know, I've been producing a lot of stuff. I haven't been scratching a lot, to be honest. Like, it was really just, you know, for me, scratching right now is like a passion, and it still is a hobby to me. And you know, like from time to time, I do showcase my scratching and stuff like that. But I have to understand, you know, I live in Southeast Asia where it's not like in the States where or UK where a lot of people know what scratching is, and I need to make these people understand. And I think I kind of like found a familiar formula to make people appreciate that. And I think that's what is important in today's scratch music too, because you know, scratching has been going way underground. It's kind of like a jazz music mainly.
Yes.
And how do we make people understand our craft, you know, and especially where today's DJs don't really scratch. People don't give a shit either, you know. So
Yeah,
you
I
know,
agree with that one.
You know, so like, how can we make them realize that you are way doper and way above the rest of the regular DJs?
So how do you feel about all these controller DJs? I'm thinking about it.
I mean, it's the same. It's just whatever equipment. If you're really creative with it, and I would be down for it, for sure. The only aspect that it's kind of taking a step back is really a lot of controllers not meant for the big stage, right? And I see these young kids, they don't know how to use any other equipments. They bring their controller out, plug into the XLR, trying to perform to like 500 packs in a room, and that shit just doesn't work because they sound like shit, right? So you still gotta learn what the professional equipments are providing for, really. Yeah.
I don't want to make this interview too long, but what's new for DJ Koflow here in the near future?
As far as artists, I'm just producing a lot of beats, right? And besides being an artist, I'm a restaurant owner right now, and a bar owner, and I specialize in branding how a restaurant should look like, and creating educational series with the restaurant. Mainly, that's about it. You know, my next phrase. I've always told myself by 40 years old, I don't want to DJ so hard like an artist. I just want to chill and have fun. You know, play some great music, and really, that's about it.
Yeah, my man, I know this guy for a long time. My man's an entrepreneur now, you know, too. And he's just not just relying on DJing itself in order to make a living. As a lot of us know, we have to have multiple incomes in order to survive in this great wide earth.
But believe me, I've been an artist for like 23 years. It's not an easy route, and you know, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's great, but then, you know, more importantly, you gotta enjoy the process, and it leads you to something else, and you gotta know how to expand and how to evolve from what you have built. You know, like not necessarily, you know, being a DJ, you could always be a promoter, you can always be an owner, just because you've been through it and you knew what great music is, and you can materialize it.
All right, then, planet Earth. What words do you have for these people, man? You know what I'm saying? Moving forward, I guess the beginning, advanced scratcher, the musician. And then
I think it's a new era. It's all about you know, putting music out there, and putting original music out there. Being a DJ is just being a DJ, right? So you gotta produce your stuff. You gotta find a way to showcase it, be it a concert, be it a gig. Don't conform to just DJing other people's music all the time, and you gotta know when you DJ for other people, you use other people's music to DJ. You gotta understand the crowd. It's not exactly your fan. You know, they might be a fan of your skill, but they are not a fan of your music. So then I think it's time for you to create more original music and set a contribution to this world.
Yeah, that's crazy because I had another question. And he just answered that question that I was saying that I was about to ask you. Thank you, DJ Koflow, for
Thank you.
inviting me here. We are on Scratch Renshu TV.
Scratch Renshu, dope cuts for sure.
Yeah, man. Renshu mean practicing Japanese into all my Japanese hungry everybody across the world. Cheers.
Genki.
Yeah.
Alright.